24 male, significant diffuse thinning and receding hairline. Is this salvageable? So this was January 27th, 2021. As you can see, not working with a lot. This guy is literally been bent over by the Norwood Reaper already and has What's up guys, Derek, moreplates.com. Today we are going to be talking about a resurrection from the goddamn grave. It is this guy. He messaged me over Instagram and said, "Hey Derek, you showed me it was worth giving it a shot to get my hair back." I often get like feedback in the DMs about, hair loss transformations and stuff like that, if I've influenced them in some way or helped facilitate a recovery of some sort or whatever it is. This is off in different aspects too, but I do get a lot of hair loss ones. And, these are always cool to get, by the way. And sometimes if they're good enough, they're great video content to make too. So for this one, I thought it was good because this is a very, very, straight edge, well-tolerated protocol that is, again, the big three. It's like the most simple shit you can do that's FDA approved and is very cheap and affordable and works magic for some people. And this is another example of that. So he says, "I've had pretty good results from the big three. Also been taking biotin and an oral vitamin spray, but I didn't even have a hairline before starting treatment. I've been posting updates here if you wanted to make a vid about it. I'd only ask that you kept it anonymous and don't share the link / blur my face." So I blurred the link, and I think the important thing, I blurred the username here, so you can't really connect it to the link, but obviously this is a public forum, so I don't really think if his face is in here, I don't really know why you would want to. I'm assuming he's not talking about this. So anyways, 24 male, significant diffuse thinning and receding hairline. Is this salvageable? So this was January 27th, 2021. As you can see, not working with a lot. This guy is literally been fucking bent over by the Norwood Reaper already and has minimal chance of seeing any kind of like if you grow this out, what do you have? You know what I mean? It's like it's not very presentable. So expectedly, the guy's just shaving his head. And that's fine. If you're fine with that, that's fucking cool. If you think it's stupid that you want to grow your hair back and this is not the video for you. So if you didn't realize by now, this is a hair loss video. So anyways, he says, "I'm 6'3", but quite slim. Some facial hair in my jawline is okay. I've had it buzzed for a while, but was thinking if it's too far gone. Only one way to find out. Start taking finasteride minoxidil. Just took them for the first time today. Maybe I'll document the results here." So this was not that long ago, dude. This was like 2.5 months ago. Like that's fucking nothing. So throw some keto shampoo for good measure too, of course. That's a good idea. Blah, blah, blah. Your hair loss is pretty aggressive for 24. So again, you have to keep in mind, this guy has definitely been experiencing, like I wouldn't be surprised if this guy had noticeable androgenic alopecia in his late teen years. Like with how bad it is right now, this is the kind of guy that is a, hyper aggressive androgenic alopecia case. So if this guy responds well to the big three, like it's pretty encouraging for the majority of individuals who aren't going to be dealing with as aggressive of a scalp environment as this guy is. So again, a very good example in my opinion of a before and after, especially in this time frame. Fucking quick, dude. So anyways, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. He has 9 pages in this thread here, and I'm gonna jump forward, see what some of the he talks about he adds in microneedling. The protocol, by the way, is he was on oral finasteride and they switched to topical. He's on minoxidil. He's doing 1.5 millimeter Dermapen once a week, presumably. Been doing once weekly, but my scalp seems to be completely healed after 2 days. Would twice a week be better? Aim to wound every week or 10 days. Don't overdo it. Yeah, so like for 1.5 millimeters, I would not be doing more than once a week personally. I think it's probably overkill. But then again, is it better to be doing lower needle lengths for more frequent when you're using minoxidil, or is it better to do 1.5 millimeters once a week? That remains to be seen, in my opinion. I think some people there is definitely an argument for both sides of that proposal. Both will fucking work though, but it's like which one is going to be optimal when you are factoring in the recruitment of growth factors via the depth of the microneedling, doing it once a week with the 1.5 millimeter versus you're getting more ability to enhance absorption via the more frequent administration protocol with the lower depth option. So I think that depends on the person. But anyways, I'm going through the rest of the thread here. So like I said, he switched to topical finasteride minoxidil 1.5 millimeter dermapen. Biotin vitamin D oral spray, obviously kind of irrelevant. If you're biotin deficient, like fuck, by all means, biotin. Vitamin D, most of you guys are probably supplementing with vitamin D anyways, as am I. Let's see. Okay, so we're at 1 month on Minox, finasteride, dermapen, Nizoral, wet from minoxidil, not cut my hair. So, okay, I can't even load the fucking pic, so that's great. I can see him here though, so fuck. Anyway, you can see the previews here. It kind of just looks like he's growing out what he has, you know, it's not anything too significant. So anyways, let's fast forward a bit more. 5 weeks since starting treatment, shaved my head, really fucking like the look. We'll be providing higher quality pictures from now on. Don't know if it's placebo or whatever, but I feel like the right temple definitely has some hairs that weren't there before. Before I shaved, I did see some shorter hairs in the surrounding areas that might have been coming through. Fuck knows. Either way, I like the shaved head look right now. All right, so let's fast forward a bit more. We're getting closer to April. Let's see. Crazy to think that this pic was like 3 months ago. I had no hairline at all. And the side I turned to showed what? And the side I turned to showed the better side of my hairline. If you can believe that, the right side was even worse. Boom, science, baby. Now under 3 months later. So anyways, this is the progress. That's fucking nuts. That's great progress, man. Temple regrowth so fast, insane. Little update, new phone. Wow, very fucking nice, dude. Yeah, that's this is an example of very, very good response. Now, he wasn't trying to like grow his hair out before, so I know a lot of people will be like, well, if he just grew it out, it would have been fine. Like, obviously there's a fucking difference, dude. So, but again, is this representative of what you will respond like? That depends on your sulfotransferase enzyme activity, the gene that encodes for it, how you respond to minoxidil. Like, this drastic regrowth is more the minoxidil right now than the finasteride, in my opinion. Like, finasteride is going to prevent further loss, help thicken shit up a decent amount, but I mean, the fucking aggressive regrowth he's getting, mostly the microneedling with the minoxidil, in my opinion, right now. And I think it's clear that he has good response in terms of the conversion of minoxidil to the active minoxidil sulfate in the scalp tissue. So, and by the way, if you want to check if you could be a good responder or not, I think I did a video maybe like sometime in the past 6 months on how to check your genes for the gene that encodes for sulfotransferase enzyme activity. And then there was something else too, like some sort of test that I talked about. I forget what it was, but just type in minoxidil, you'll probably find it in the search bar. But you should be able to test or at least check and then make a reasonable, educated guess whether you will be a good responder before actually exposing yourself to the drug. So that might be something you want to look into before you start putting minoxidil on your head. Because obviously, you know, once you put it on your head, you pretty much, you're kind of committed to it at that point. So, well, you don't have to be, but it's, you know, in general, it's not a good idea to be cycling on and off minoxidil, something that induces that shitty shed. Let's see, anything else? So this is first view before, second and third now, like fucking magic. So this is Wednesday. Wow, okay, so very recent. So before, wow, crazy, dude. You can see the clear hairline brought in now, whereas prior, yeah, you can see where the recession is, I guess, but it's not as impressive of a hairline, obviously, before, and now, obviously, a lot of hair that he simply would have been unable to grow prior. Damn, you basically got a full head of hair now. I think the rest of the slight thinning will be covered up by some more length. Yeah, it's a crazy change, right? Hopefully it continues to work and I'll keep growing it. So this is like 2.5 months, bro. That's fucking crazy. So this is a genetic hyper responder for sure, in my opinion. You know, not everyone's going to get as drastic results as this guy. And that's fortunate for him that he's like one of those, you know, a good genetic responder, because obviously one part of his genetics kind of fucked him in the ass when he got given this aggressive androgenic alopecia propensity at like in his early 20s. Like, that's, you know, a fucking shitty thing to endure. So it's good to see that at least this he is responding well to and able to kind of make up some of that ground. So again, just a great example of the big three in action. It is tried and true, very cheap, very well tolerated in clinical studies. Now, granted, of course, it's not side effect free, and this is where you're going to have to make a decision based upon your own research. And that's why I recommend you watch my video called Finasteride, Should I Take It, Yes or No? That's got my breakdown of what your thought process should be when it's going into deciding if you're going to expose yourself to a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor, because obviously there are individuals who do get kind of fucked up when they take it. It's not something that's going to be side effect free for every single person. Granted, it's a minority who are affected by it, but still, it's fucked up some people. So, and minoxidil itself, obviously very well tolerated too. You'll have certain individuals that get, the bags under the eyes, they get certain side effects that they feel are not worth the trade-off. Again, pros and cons. Are you going to fucking, what are you going to do? Everything, there's always a give and take when it comes to drugs. It's you do something and then some other fucking thing's going to happen, or at least has a potential to happen. So you kind of have to decide if you want to bite the bullet based upon all of the research you do prior to understand what you're getting yourself into. Don't just haphazardly jump on the shit because you see a video about a guy who had a crazy transformation. Make sure you understand the mechanism of action of these drugs. Make sure you understand how long-term the commitment is to them. If you want them to actually keep your hair and actually, continue to either maximize your progress and then thereafter sustain it, what you're kind of getting yourself into in terms of what it's going to do to your hormone profile, anything like that. You need to understand this stuff before you just jump on it. So this is not like a fucking, it's kind of crazy how you still see those ads on YouTube channels about just get on finasteride, and that's it. They're just if you want to keep your hair, get on the shit. And that's, they don't even explain the pros and cons. At least lay out the framework of what I can expect in best and worst case scenario, and what the likelihood is that you'll actually experience in the middle. And then you make the decision, not just buy this shit because I'm getting a commission in order to make a fucking plug in the middle of my video. So anyways, if you are, looking for hair loss prevention shit, the proactive way is the way to go. Trust me, or else you're playing catch up, and trying to play catch up with androgen-induced miniaturization is fucking difficult. Lucky for this guy, he got a decent chunk of it back, but again, he's never going to get back to baseline, he would definitely have retained more if he started earlier. And this sort of circles back to the dutasteride twins. Why is one of them doing much better than the other one in terms of their hair quality? It's because one started way before the other one, even though they are literally identical twins. A lot of this is about just being proactive. You can get away with a lot less drug exposure too if you are proactive. So definitely incentive to really dedicate your time to researching fast so you understand it, and then you can decide if you want to get into it or not. Because the sooner you do it, the sooner you can hopefully maintain what you have. Because playing catch up is fucking hard in this shit. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Another good example of a crazy before and after using very straight edge shit. Nothing exotic here, nothing crazy. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, check out my blog, moreplatesmoredates.com. Follow me on Instagram at moreplatesmoredates. Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below, including my TRT clinic. It's all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home, including my recommended lab tests and diagnostics. And we have pharma-grade hair loss medications through our clinic, including some novel preparations through the compounding pharmacies we utilize. And anything else I'm associated with, it's all in the video description below. As well as the fast-drying, non-greasy minoxidil I would recommend, as well as the best ketoconazole shampoo. That is in the description as well. The microneedling device I recommend, the Derminator 2, I'll add that. It's not typically in my video descriptions, but in general, I try to remember to plug it when I talk about it. So, and that is, by the way, I didn't really mention, but the microneedling device is a major fucking key for doubling your minoxidil results. It's literally a night and day difference between using it versus not using it in conjunction with your minoxidil. So you're selling yourself short massively if you are not microneedling in conjunction with your minoxidil applications. I'm not saying to literally microneedle and apply the minoxidil. I mean doing a protocol concurrently. You have a minoxidil protocol in place as well as a microneedling protocol. This is how you get a 1 + 1 = 3 effect and insane growth like this guy. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Subscribe, check out my blog, moreplatesmoredates.com. I already fucking said that, so I'm going to close it down here. Talk to you guys soon.